Huh, for once we don't have to do this live, so we're all on the same time. Welcome to the Nintendo Mini Direct, the thing that got so hyped that someone actually burned an amiibo as a sacrifice for. Look it up on Twitter, that actually happened.
For context, I actually haven't spoiled myself almost completely, so I don't know what's gonna be about.
First thing?
Nintendo DS. Oh, is it that Ghost Trick?
No. The world ends with you.
Oh.
But not just any of the world ends with you. There's more to it.
Is it tied to that teaser that Square Enix did years ago?
Yes.
Believe it or not, we're finally seeing fruition to what was on the mobile version.
Wait a minute. Kid has the timer on his hand, and if it runs out, he dies. In time, kind of ripped this off, didn't it?
Exactly, Dweb. That's what I said. Trust me. And this is basically this is the Kingdom Hearts team's best game, and it's such
mostly because they finally have the chance to tell a full original story.
Basically, Dwebs, for context, this is basically Square Enix's equivalent to Ghost Trick from Capcom. This was a game that is
in HD.
It
does. Nomura's artwork in this game is.
Well, Jova, I guess now you have the definitive version to
there you go.
record.
There's a new storyline that was teased in the mobile port. And
Oh,
it's
okay, no, not yet release date, okay.
So basically, a game that no one thought would
Now
come
we got
back is
Pumpkin
back.
Pumpkin.
Oh, Edgy Slash.
Yep. So already we're off to a good start.
And of course, yeah, it works because it can change between two stances, of course.
I just hope the game sells much better now on the Switch.
It
Apparently it
already is.
already did something like 500,000 copies, which for what Namco Bandai expected was a lot. Oh, Mega Rayquaza.
Rayquaza, apparently. Hi, Mimikyu.
Oh, Blastoise. Finally
About time.
Pokemon.
And Mew. Oh
And
boy.
Celebi.
Mew's gonna be so broken.
Actually, I think it's only in support, so
Isn't
yeah.
that kind of Muse thing?
I thought that Victini was the one broken.
And now it's time for the Pokemon Muse with Joe the Hexion.
Oh, Kirby.
New
Yeah, this one
abilities.
was already teased. Kirby or Star Allies. Yeah, it's
Oh,
similar
look at
to...
that! A reference to Kirby 64.
I thought it was a reference also to Canvas Curse.
He was dressing up as
Spider
what's her face that in 64.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Zap Yo-Yo. It's incredible how for every new Kirby they manage to get always new abilities somehow.
I know, right?
Considering how many Kirby games they have, it's incredible.
And
Train
now
Kirby.
a friend train. Huh.
Of
Oh,
course.
the friendship train.
Yes.
I
I'm
met
at
a
a
knight.
knight.
Of course. Which thing possessed you to become a villain today? Poor Meta Knight. I can understand King DDD because he's an idiot, but poor Meta Knight can catch a break.
Yeah.
March 16. Okay.
Wow. Firing all cylinders, eh?
And we also have a demo for Battle Royale.
Huh. But it was already available. Whatever.
And speaking of demos,
Oh, Dragon Quest Village, the game that Pedro really doesn't care about.
Hey Joe, you're saying you don't like Minecraft for Dragon's Quest Sans?
No, it's not that. What pisses me off is that I had to buy it.
Hyrule Warriors.
No, see, that's just the thing, Jova. The big thing that pisses me off about Dragon Quest is that even though I don't care about it, I still have to buy it because if I don't, then Enix will tell me, oh, by the way, you probably don't want Dragon Quest 11 because you didn't buy Dragon Quest Builders.
And now for the third time ever, Hyrule Warriors. You know, I don't have it on Wii U or 3DS, so maybe this might be my time
Have
to
you
get
ever
it.
tried a Musou game?
Yes. You mean Dynasty Warriors? Yes, I've
Yeah,
tried that.
that the genre, I mean.
Yep.
This is
I've
a
got
different
Fire
edition.
Emblem Warriors.
Oh, costumes from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
we can see Zelda's ass in HD again.
Definitive edition. We swear this time.
Bless you, Nintendo.
Oh boy,
this is
another
the Mario
Mario
Tennis.
Tennis.
Oh my god, a story mode?
Another
Well,
Mario
to be-
Tennis clips. It's been a
be
while since
fair-
we've gotten one. I
And
don't
also,
know
to
why
be
you're saying
fair,
that.
Dweebs, it is necessary shovelware, you know.
Also,
Well, that's the
It has
thing, though.
always been a staple for Nintendo.
Well, that's the thing, that the last Mario Tennis had less content than Sonic R.
well, that's the thing, though, Dweebs. This one apparently is boasting more content and a flipping story mode. That's something.
Finally, we can have a story mode with Waluigi.
Oh my god.
Give me your story mode.
And hey, they're actually giving them different outfits too. That's something
Oh,
we haven't seen
Petty
since
Piranha
Strikers.
again.
Oh, boss fights.
Stay tuned for more updates
Huh.
about
Well,
this
that's
new
at least as
approach
much
to Mario
content as
Tennis.
Mario Kart DS, which was
How
packed to the
ironic,
brim.
Nintendo is taking a cue from
Launches
EA.
on Nintendo Switch.
Mario
We
Tennis
We promise
Aces.
we promise this one won't suck.
It's interesting you mention EA too, because
Ooh,
they also.
Issa. I
Okay,
remember
what the heck
this.
is this, Tio? I have to ask.
It's a game made by Nihon
complicated.
Falcom. It's by
The
Nihon
same guys who
Falcom.
made the Legend of Heroes games. Essentially, they function similar in a story similar to Mad Max in a sense, but there is some continuity, but every game is self-contained, so you can play them in the order you prefer. It narrates the story of Beast Redhead, who travels around the world fighting shit.
Funny thing about this game, though, apparently its English localization wasn't that well received, so they're making a patch that's pretty much going to replace
Yeah.
the entire localization with a new
And
one.
I guess this,
Just using
this
the same actors, but rewriting the script.
and I guess this port is gonna use that version as a template.
That's my guess.
Nice.
It's action based, so it should be also fine for you, Jova. But watch out because it gets some difficulty spikes or really early on.
I immediately got Kingdom Hearts vibes with that beach and the art style.
It's a staple. It's a staple for the franchise. Also in the Trails of
It's available in the summer.
All
And
right.
next up is
An update
Oh,
for
Mario
Oh my
Odyssey.
god. Yes, yes, more audio,
Luigi
more.
playable, maybe,
No.
Oh my god,
Luigi.
Luigi!
but it's not playable. Yay!
it's a balloon world, cause fuck Luigi.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's one of my pet peeves with the game because in comparison, Galaxy gave you that. Of course, it wasn't that easy to get that, but eh.
Maybe we'll someday get a Mario 64 DS kind of remake where you get to play as 4 different characters in the remake of Odyssey.
Other players have hidden. And hiding your own
But don't you? But Theo, you can always dress Mario as Luigi.
Basically,
I
in this
can
one,
understand the
you
color
are-
schemes for characters like Wario, Waluigi, or even the Donkey Kong team, but
You-
Luigi himself, no.
I
You go
do.
around the level and you hide the balloon somewhere, and then you go off to another.
Oh, new
Oh, no
costume.
outfits. Oh my god,
Outfits.
sunshine
And also the armor. Now Mario can officially dress as R4.
from Dark Souls. Oh,
Oh,
believe it or not, Tio, there's actually a world in Mario Odyssey that looks like it came straight out of Dark Souls, and the armor's just the icing on the
SNK
cake.
heroines.
favorite heroines from SNK
What?
gathered together
Oh,
AKA,
SSN.
for 2
Waifu the fighting game.
Yes.
activate a variety of
I
moves
have
in
never
battle
heard
with
of this
one
game
button.
before.
It's an SNK game where they are basically bringing in various heroines from their games, basically.
Interesting.
But the party
Action
won't
fighting
stop
games,
just because
Jova,
you took down
but
your
also they
opponent.
made Metal Slug. But for some reason, the game that usually encompasses all their IPs, the King of Fighters, almost never had Metal Slug character for some reason. Not even the recent one has. That's a bummer.
By customizing your fighters.
Anyway,
Of course they're customizable.
Also, watch as the Western version is gonna be censored to no end.
Too late!
Yeah.
they might as well have called this Waifu Fighters.
Well, to be fair to you, a project...
Bad waves. If you haven't seen anything, because Dead or Alive is worse in that regard.
This title will feature Yuri Sakazaki, who also appears in
Ooh,
Arc of
goody.
Archives.
I think it's Art of Fighting. Yeah, Art of Fighting
Which
2.
launches today on
Yeah, and
Nintendo
Neo,
eShop.
they've been releasing a lot of Neo Geo games.
It's Arcade Archives, dude. It's a series of emulations made by Hamster.
Ooh.
And it's fantastic arcade emulations. They're the ones who even did the ones for the Switch with Mario Brothers and recently versus Super Mario Brothers. I just really want a Donkey Kong emulation, Hamster. Get to it.
Speaking of
Speaking
Donkey
of
Kong, Donkey
Yeah.
Kong's now apparently a new character in Mario,
Mario
plus
plus
Rabbids.
Although well, yeah, but I didn't mean it like the original.
Does he have a coconut gun?
No, but he's got
He's
a
a banana rang.
Ow, ow, ow.
I really do have to wonder if he's going to be a new character, it's actually going to include new Story bit stats
Yeah,
acknowledge his
apparently
presence.
Drova, because those enemies were not in the base game. Truth in decay, time to expand
Donkey Kong
again.
will step into
Nice.
action in a new DLC pack this spring.
Okay.
Wonder if it'll be paid or free. Either way, that's awesome.
Oh, Payday! Right, I forgot that Payday 2 is also available.
A character exclusively premiering on Nintendo Switch?
Starbury Studios.
Mario
European-
joins the Payday.
On the European
course.
stream I watched earlier, it said it was a timed exclusive.
You can navigate menus with the touchscreen, while HD Rumble lets you feel everything from explosions to weapon recoil.
Immersive.
So, essentially, because you don't know, it's a hack. You play as the thief and, there you go.
Joy.
Her own weapons, and
I don't know, there was a very some charm to it, honestly.
No, I was reading what it said on the helmets. The helmet can say different stuff.
Okay, what's next?
Hey, turns out Face still exists.
Wait, wasn't that Microsoft?
No, it's EA.
Turns out Face still exists, even though we haven't seen it for like what, 2-3 years?
Wow.
Okay.
EA actually
They
remembered
won,
it.
I think.
It's from like EA's new D division, pretty much.
It's the same
Yeah,
people that
that's-
made Unravel, I'm guessing.
And now they're in the same. Yeah, but it's in the developer, but it's part of a project that EA is having for developing indies. That the guy who's making that co-op game is now doing.
Yeah.
Now I got Celeste.
Oh, seems to be a Metroidvania, I guess.
Another indie game, I'm guessing.
Yeah, with pixel art.
Oh, hi, Frisk.
And oh no, an assist mode. That's it. Game's ruined forever.
How?
The game has to handhold you. Ruined forever.
It's so sad that my 3-year-old nephew now has a means to keep up.
You realize,
25.
you realize that the people saying that should also say that about Nier
Oh.
Automata,
Tropical Freeze?
considering the easy mode gives you the auto check.
Okay, I have not
Wait,
played Tropical Freeze yet. I got it for my dad on his birthday, but I've heard from people rant and rave that this is apparently an amazing platform or something. That
But
It
you
is.
can play as Funky Kong. Oh.
It's a new version for the Switch.
That begs the question, though.
But why only Tropical Freeze?
So
Why
is
don't
this
you
what
make a
Retro we're
bundle
working
with also
on?
returns?
No, this is returns.
No, it's
No,
Tropical Freeze.
no, it's only Tropical Freeze apparently. Why don't you make something like we did with Bayonetta, like a bundle of the two games?
This was returns.
My
No,
guess is-
Returns was the one made for the Wii. This was made for the
My
Wii
guess
U and
is,
now they're porting it here.
My guess too, they're focusing on the Wii U games because those are the ones that didn't sell because they were on the Wii U.
I guess.
Well, that begs the question though. So what? So is this what Retro has been doing all these years?
Oh,
ports of
Mercury
that game?
title.
Eh?
Press
All
it.
right, Theo. Here we go.
What?
What the heck?
Hello? Nintendo?
Turn on the
Sorry,
lights,
guys.
please.
There we go.
No.
Oh snap!
You
Nintendo, did you actually do it?
Yoshi, no, sorry, Miyazaki, you fucking bastard.
I've already played this game to death, so I'm gonna skip on
I
it.
can't be imagining Yoshi in this kind
Oh,
of game.
I have not played this game yet, but hot dang, now Nintendo fans kindly can play
There we go. Oh,
Dark Souls
Remastered.
Remastered.
But wait, is it only for Nintendo, like for the Switch?
Let me check.
And then
Because if it's also for the PS4, I might be tempted to get it again. 25 May.
There's,
And now I'm imagining all people throwing their switches against the wall in rage or something.
Why? Oh, yeah, because they can't go for the game, okay. That begs the question also, though. The Switch...
Theo. Oh.
the pad has only two, lateral buttons, L and R. So how do you map the secondary button, use the
basic-
parry?
Actually, Theo, no. The Pro Controller has all the buttons you need.
Oh, okay then. I didn't knew that.
Not just
Alright.
that, but even if you join the two Joy-Cons, they still together with the thingy, they still have. Not just that. I just checked here. Dark Souls Remastered is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It's coming to everywhere. But
There's
all right.
Yep, there's
Well,
apparently
I
a
guess
trilogy.
Pedro, you can get the PS4 version so we can do our share play thing.
I don't know.
We'll think about it anyway.
I mean, I've played this game to death by this point.
All the
Sure.
same, though, that's quite a third-party acquisition for Nintendo to make to the
Miyazaki
repertoire.
posted something that he was testing on the Switch, all the free games, and it seems like they were running smoothly. So my guess is that now he's officializing one by one. So I guess 2 and 3 will come to the Switch sooner or later as well. But yeah, they finally managed to do it.
I still think a remaster of Demon Souls is in order, but I realize it's a Sony IP that's up to Sony. I really hope after Blue Point finishes their Shadow Colossus remake, Sony hires them to remaster that game, because Demon Souls also needs a remaster as well.
So, that was the most recent Direct, and, well, I gotta say, I mean...
Direct Mini.
Yeah, and I gotta say, for a mini Direct, that was pretty good. I mean, heck, for the first time, I actually feel like I may actually want to get a Mario Tennis game, because it
Also,
has...
full of third-party support in general. I mean, there were only a few full Nintendo products.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta...
For me, Final Remix is the highlight. Like, I love World with You to death.
And now we're actually finally getting
the storyline.
I can't believe we're actually getting content that was teased in that mobile game, because everyone thought we were never gonna get that.
My guess is, Jova, they were considering where to put it and where not to put it. Maybe it was a good, but then the Switch came out and Square figured, hey, we need to put a game on the Switch, and then Nomura probably come to them. Hey, well, we have this World with You thing that we want to make. Oh, that's right, sure, put it on the Switch.
And now I'm hoping that Capcom do a similar thing with Ghost Trick, because the World Ends With You was a game that, well, a lot of people were fearing was just gonna fall back into obscurity, even with Kingdom Hearts has helped.
Sorry.
Go on.
For those who don't know, Nomura is both the character designer and the creative producer of the World Ends With You. Much like with World of Final Fantasy, even though he doesn't write it or direct, he's basically the guy who allows it to exist, because he has power in Square and so.
So, okay, let's do our final thoughts then. I'll go first then. I had a blast with this. I mean, it helps that I didn't get caught up into the trolling, because Nintendo and plenty of other companies trolled hard about this. Yeah, World Ends With You remix, that was a wonderful way to open. Tropical Freeze getting a re-release with a new character? Maybe this might give me a chance to finally look at that game, because everyone's saying it's amazing as a platformer. Same with Hyrule Warriors. I have not gotten that game yet, but it looks like it's at its best now. Pokken, nice additions. What else? Oh yeah, Dark Souls Remastered. I gotta say, Nintendo is definitely doing a much better job keeping their third-party support near and dear to them this time. Same with actually getting EA to get with the program. That's actually pretty neat. And you know what? I'm actually interested in a Mario Tennis game this time. I mean, they actually are advertising more content. There's actually different outfits. That's amazing. And a story mode with the likes of Waluigi in it. That is something else. So yeah, good job, Nintendo. Keep up the good work.
All right, we're kind of on time, so I'll just finish by saying, yeah, it was a good direct. I'm only mostly interested in the World Ends With You, but what they all showed is pretty nice. Go ahead, Luce.
It was a direct.
Well, you're telling me, Dweebs, that nothing piqued your interest?
No, not really.
Well, none of the
really.
Other than Pokemon, no, I've never really been into any of these franchises, so
yeah. Go ahead, too.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really, aside from Dark Souls, Dark Souls was really a surprise, although you could have said that you could have seen it coming. One of my most surprises also is 8, because the older games have been on the Nintendo system, but they were in Japan only. They started Ys as a much more prevalent presence on PC. A bit recently on the PS4 as well, but mostly on PC. So starting to see also the game getting on Switch, on the Nintendo system again, it's also reassuring. And another sign that Nintendo is getting all this juicy third-party support that it desperately needs. So, yeah, positively impressed and good job. Next.
Actually, we're done.
Well,
So-
yeah, next in a sense of till next announcement.
Yep. See you next Nintendo Direct. And Nintendo, keep that Mario Odyssey DLC coming, and please make Luigi playable eventually.
Swear
Yeah.
me, mom.
See you, everybody.
See ya.
Yeah.